AI reviews. A
I
reviews.
do this.
All right, so we're gonna transition from the theater,
That's right.
which we normally do, and now we're gonna review
The small screen.
a Netflix movie.
Netflix.
I am going to defer and let Ian talk about this one because, actually, no, I take that back.
He needs to talk about
I'm
it
gonna
first.
talk about it first.
He needs to talk about it first.
This is about Death Note. Okay, Netflix. If someone from Netflix ever sees this, why? 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 There's so much potential that Death Note could have had as a new remade live action. Yes, it's actually has been done live action version already from the Japanese. Decent, not that great as well, but better than the Netflix version. And I don't know, it was. I fell asleep 3 times watching it. I wasn't even tired. Like at 3 p.m. in the afternoon, 30 minutes in. Uh, I didn't feel like I missed anything. Literally felt like I missed nothing. Not good. I don't like the people they chose for the characters. Okay, you know what? I'll say this: the guy that they selected to play L, not my first choice clearly to play L. He did an okay job up until the end of the film, and then I don't know what they were thinking after that. So I'm gonna say easily pass on this one. Easily pass. Uh, I give it no stars. Not even for trying. None. Ian.
Um, yeah, he didn't like it clearly. So he had seen the anime version of Death Note,
And I read a little bit of the comic
and he
too.
read the comic, so he knew way more going in than I did. I saw the first trailer and I was like, interesting. So I watched it, and I actually told him to watch it just so we could review it, and that's kind of where we're at this point right now. As no one that saw it, I didn't see the anime. I watched it. It gained some interest in me for the beginning part of the movie because I didn't see it, so the story was new to me. So the story was interesting. Beginning part, the fact that he finds a death note and he writes someone's name in it and they die. It's kind of interesting, and then what he wants to do with it and things like that. I thought that was interesting, and I was like, okay, this would be a really good series. Okay, you do this as a series, and I started watching, and I'm like, this story's progressing pretty fast. And I stopped to look real quick. I'm like, this is a movie? And that kind of lost me to realize that it's a movie and not a show, because I felt like it would be way better as a show,
Yes.
leading to a progression,
Would have been awesome.
as opposed to a movie, because it was so rushed. And it felt like, okay, he got the death note, and then montage, a bunch of stuff happened. And it was like a 4-minute montage, and you don't really know what he was doing, but all of a sudden, like, so much has happened that they never explained, and they never went into detail with. And I'm just like, okay, I would have liked to know more about why he did all that and what was his reasoning behind doing this.
Yes.
But you kind of want to fast forward toward the end. Okay, baby's in a little trouble. Okay, how are we gonna get out of this situation? You still didn't really explain what was going on. The only thing that was explained was like the ending on how he kind of got away, sort of. Because even the ending wasn't clear if he actually got away, and they made it seem like there's gonna be another one.
Which we can definitely talk about in the upcoming spoilers. So from your perspective, I clearly rated it, or did I even rate it?
You gave it a throw this in the trash. And why did you?
Yes.
Why did you even Netflix? You just threw money away. That's what you.
That's why you're in debt.
Um,
By like a lot.
But let's go to Will Smith when that comes later. I mean, you gave Will Smith 90.
Heck,
90 mil.
I mean, they probably wasted that total on this film. They could have just said, "Hey, you want to make a movie, Will Smith?" And I'm sure it would have came out better than this.
But yeah, he gave it a 0. It piqued my interest. I got through it. I was interested for, I would say, a little more than half the movie.
Mm-hmm.
The end sort of lost me. I was still sort of, okay, we're gonna go with this. We're gonna go with this. So I at least give it a watchable on my end if you don't know anything about it. It's gonna make you kind of want to know more about the original anime than anything in terms of it being a good movie or not. But it's watchable if you've never seen it. Now, if you've seen it and like you're a fan of Death Note, then you're gonna hate it and you're gonna basically go, "This is the worst thing ever created," i.e., like a Dragon Ball Z movie, which they've tried to do, and it's so things like that. When you're not a fan, it's watchable.
So this day, I have not watched that movie, and I will not watch that movie.
But yeah, so if you're not a fan of it, you're going, okay, it's new. It's a new concept. It's a new story. They could have given more explanation. They could have explained it out more. You're kind of going to get felt left a little bit at the end.
Could have made it a TV show.
Definitely should have made a TV show.
Or a series, sorry.
It's either a limited series, kind of like Netflix or something. But yeah, it would have been so much
broken
better.
up in like maybe 10 1-hour episodes.
Yeah.
That would be perfect.
It would have been a lot more perfect.
Perfect.
In terms of a series. But as a movie, it falls flat because it's going to pique your interest. You're going to be interested in it. And then it's going to be over. And you're going to go, okay, well, you left a lot of story out.
So what would you rate this?
If you've never seen anime, I give it a 3.
It's average?
It's average.
Really?
There's a lot of stuff on Netflix that I can't sit through. I at least was able to sit.
Fair enough.
I was able to at least sit through it, and I was interested in the story for a lot of it.
Okay.
Because I had never seen the original, so it's new to me.
Definitely not something worthy to be released in the theater, though. Correct?
No.
Okay.
If it was actually released in the theater, it'd probably be closer to your number as like a 2 or something like that, or close to a 1. If it was in movie theater. But as a Netflix show that you're just like, oh, I need to find something on Netflix while I'm cooking, or if I'm doing something and I don't have a Netflix on, you can watch it. You can sit through and watch it.
Mm-hmm.
But in terms of like, it's not going to be the most amazing Netflix movie you've ever seen or Netflix show.
No.
But I mean, it's different. So if you like a different story, and maybe to see like, oh, if I want to try to find the anime or something like that, watch this first. And if the story gets you, then you can go watch something better about it. But this is kind of the base, shrink down, missing a lot of part of the story.
And on that note, this is where we'll talk about spoilers.
Yes.
Spoilers galore. I'm going to talk about a whole bunch of stuff. So if you don't want to know, or if you really want to know my opinion, keep watching. If you don't want to know and you actually want, for some reason, you've been dying to see this film. It's a joke. This is Death Note. I guess go check it out for yourself. But I'm about to talk a whole bunch of spoilers right now.
Oh, he's about to kill this movie.
So number 1, Yagami Light. Oh my gosh, what a little punk in this version. He is no way near like that in the anime or the manga.
Well, you gotta explain to people that haven't seen.
He's very smart.
What the guy's name is.
He's very sophisticated. The lead character in this film manga is Yagami Light.
What's his name in this movie? Because I don't think it's
Light Turner.
Yeah, because I don't think they call him Light.
No, that's just Light Turner. They call him Light Turner.
Well, because they had to make him. They had to get away from a Japanese name because the kid's white now. So.
But the first place they go investigating is in Japan.
Well, he killed people in Japan.
So stupid. I was like, oh, that's a good. And supposedly, I can't blame just Hollywood on this. I have to blame the people who licensed this to Netflix from the original creators.
Trying to get a check, yo.
I was about to say that. I was like, you can clearly tell they were like, you know what? We ain't about to make no more money off this. Netflix wants to give us money. Let's do this, right?
Yes.
Because I believe, I don't know if they still have it on there, but I believe the original dubbed version of the animated of Death Note was on Netflix. I don't know if it still is. Sorry, I watched Death Note a long time ago. I don't rewatch dubbed versions of anime on Netflix. Blech. Only subtitled original Japanese voices. Anyways, so so he's horrible. The opening scene where he's trying to stand up for the girl, which by the way, she's an idol in the original anime, not a school classmate. He has no interest in girls pretty much at all whatsoever because he's only about himself. He's egotistical, driven on just all about him, and he wants to be successful basically. And somehow he's going to change the world is his thing. And then that's when the Death Note drops right there. They completely change all that.
He was checking the girl out, and
right?
Then the Death Note came to him.
Like they made him seem like he was like some loner or something. He's like the most popular kid in school basically in the anime and the comic version. Like everyone knows him. Like, oh, it's Yagami Light, Yagami Light, not Light Turner. Really, Light Turner.
Light Turner.
Light Turner off.
Ike Turner.
Right?
Beat it up.
Take that, Tina. I'm in here. but back on topic. Back on topic. And then L. Okay? Not too bad. Totally gets carried away with the character later on. With his, like, obsession, trying to track down Yagami Light and yada, yada, yada. Just too much. Just too much. They miss out on so much of the battle of wits between those two. They're basically like both super genius level intellect characters, and they're basically constantly trying to outwit each other. Whereas in this one, you have like a small glimpse of Light's genius.
But they make it seem like the cop, was it L? It's way smarter than the kid.
Everybody supposedly.
Yeah, like he's just like here, and then everyone else intelligent wise is like down here.
And he outwits him one time.
Yeah, like almost like he gets lucky, like one time.
And technically speaking, with the ending, he doesn't really outwit him.
Yeah, that's why at the ending I was like, did he really get away or not? And does he like live or die? Because all you hear is the death god laughing and saying, "You humans are special creatures," or something like that.
And they made Misa more like some kind of weird, like, grungy, like, into death chick or something, which was strange. She wants to take his death note, basically, so she can keep killing people.
Yeah.
And
like, he doesn't really want to kill people, and he feels bad about it, and she's like, kill them all.
Well, he wants to just do violent people, right?
Yeah.
And she's like, just kill anyone who's doing bad.
Like, kill anybody. Anybody trying to come after us? Kill him.
Yep.
Oh, your dad might know? Your dad might know? Kill your dad. He's like,
dictator style, right?
He's like, that's my dad. Hold on.
He said something negative against us?
Yeah. So she kind of got a little carried away in the killing, and yeah.
Which is odd because in the anime, she basically is in love with Light.
Yeah, and even like anything
for him.
In the movie, it kind of looks like she doesn't really care for him. She's more like
she's in it for the power that comes with the Death Note. And in the original anime, they both have Shimigamis because she has a Death Note also.
Well, they don't have that here.
They clearly screwed that up.
They didn't have time for that.
Apparently. Ain't nobody got time for that.
Nobody got time for all that.
They should have made time for that.
Yeah, that's why I say it should have been longer. Because in the movie, you're like, he gets the Death Note. You're like, okay, he's going to start doing it. He kills like one person. All of a sudden, he has like 300 something deaths on him. And I'm like, you went from like 2 to 300.
He's all about his penmanship.
I'm like, dang, 300 already? Like, why? Like, you just went pin happy on everybody here, and we're like...
Hey, apparently, was it supposed to be in Seattle, of all places?
Like, not even Seattle. Like, they're in the outskirts of, like, Washington. They're not even in the city, I don't think.
I'm like, man, he has some great news, apparently, that talks about killers constantly.
Well, I'm guessing he has, like, CNN and cable, so I'm guessing it's on CNN.
I mean, I watch CNN sometimes. I don't see it ever talk about that many people who do bad things.
Well, I mean, he has internet, too. I guess he was searching.
Something.
Oh, they show that in the montage. They're, like, online, like, searching for people and they kill. And they're saying, oh, who's in charge of this country? Are they good?
Are they
and you're dead.
Right?
You're dead.
Yeah, it was going overboard. I could probably literally do a video about this the entire night, just where I'm complaining about how bad this was and the comparison. Yeah. So from here, I'm gonna go ahead and stop. Watch Death Note at your own risk. I mean, if you're like Ian, where you've never seen it, you know nothing about it.
Most people haven't. The normal person probably. normal person hasn't.
Let's not insult the audience. Normal is a strong word.
I said the average moviegoer, most of the time, not everyone's an anime aficionado like yourself.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
So some people don't get to see all the animes. They get the big names, and they just might not have got to this one yet.
Yeah, so you may enjoy it.
I say at the beginning, it's gonna pique your interest. Now it's gonna seem like a horror movie.
If
when you see a little trailer part of it, it's not really just because the death god looks like a monster,
right?
But it's not really like a monster or a horror movie.
If anything, I hope that this piques people's interest in watching the original.
Yeah, I mean, because I didn't know anything about it. I have some interest in actually watching the anime because the story seems genuine and different, and that's what I feel like seeing.
Mm-hmm. So Ian says, check it out. I say, miss it. I guess I'll leave it for the rest of you to decide. Don't forget to comment down below, like, subscribe, click the bell. I think it's on this side.
Bell.
For notifications, so you can see
Yes.
when we post new video content. Usually every Thursday night. Maybe we'll start doing it on the weekends again too, as well.
Yes.
And we will have a new Rick and Morty video coming up.
Yeah, because a couple episodes have gone by. We gotta talk about them.
Gonna kind of
Pick
put that
Rick.
in a big montage.
Yes.
Rick and Morty video. Peace.
Peace.